Yes, people, these are the 5 things I learned by turning over Arsenal on penalties at the Emirates to reach the 4th round of the FA Cup. Number one, what I learned is that there is a mentality shift with Man United. Too early to say we're back, too early to say we're fixed. There's a long way to go. But this, the Marcus Rashford, ironically, the mentality seems to be turning the corner. If we can put in that type of performance, like we did at Liverpool, and a different type of grit, a different type of mentality shown against Arsenal, then we're onto something. It's that simple. We're onto something. If you perform against the smaller teams like that and apply ourselves like we've been doing, then I don't see why we can't keep improving. People kept talking about the system and he has to change it and stuff. And I got a bit twitchy. I ain't going to lie. At Newcastle, I came in, I was like, he might have to tweak something. Didn't necessarily have to be the formation. I'm not saying he has to change the formation, but I was like, he might have to just put a bandage over something for Liverpool and Arsenal because we're going to take licks. And whatever it is he has tweaked, which Ruben Amorim keeps saying, it's just this. The players are applying themselves better and concentrating better. So for me, that is a massive, massive plus. So that's number one. Number two, Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, Bruno Fernandez. Now, it's the enigma that Bruno Fernandez is. He's like Marmite. People outside the fan base, even people inside the Man United fan base, but people outside the Man United fan base, you either love him or you hate him. You either think he's a really good footballer, a top footballer, or you think he's trash. There never seems to really be an in-between with Bruno, right? But for Mr. should get stripped of the captaincy, horrible player, he's this, he's that, he's a disgrace, he's petulant child, moaning, arms out, all of this. When it comes to impact, when it comes to putting numbers on the board, getting goal involvements, which is what his job description is. Yeah, not just all cute, blowing your nose like Odegaard, looking pretty on the ball, and you know what I mean, when it gets to the final third, you ain't really doing nothing. No. Yes, Odegaard plays a game all nice and stuff like that, better footballer, all of this stuff. But I'm talking about effectiveness. Bruno's doing it. So I just think when I was saying, look, rip it all up, I still believe in that. And look, no player's untouchable, as we know. But Bruno is proving in this moment that he can be that guy. And he has been that guy in recent times. He's been awful in recent games. I understand that. He has been awful. But he's just dropped in a couple little reminders. Big performance away at Liverpool. Massive performance. Season before, we went there and got a 0-0, and everyone said it's because Bruno didn't play. Season before that, we lost 7-0 with him and the captain. Everyone said he should have got stripped of the captaincy. This year, he puts in a big performance at Anfield. Then he goes to the Emirates, slaps that ball into the far corner, great finish, and puts the ball down on the spot to take the first penalty in the penalty shootout as well. So, yeah, I got to say a massive shout out to Bruno. That's number two. Number three, mate, Joshua Zirkzee. Let's have an uncomfortable conversation. Joshua Zirkzee. Tough start. Really, really tough start. Not sold on him at all. And the jury's still going to be out, by the way. And rightly so. You need more sample size. However, he's shown good mentality. Big mentality. Big cojones. Shout out Troy Deeney. He showed big mentality. And the reason why he's done that is because 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, wherever it was, he was getting hounded out of Old Trafford. Booed by the fans. Awful moment. Embarrassed. Off after half an hour against Newcastle. Running down the tunnel. People cheering the fact that Kobbie Mainoo's coming on. Awful, really low moment. Especially early on in your United career when you haven't been playing well as it is and you're really, really struggling with everything. Then there's rumours coming out about him leaving, saying he can go back to Serie A, he can go be reunited with Thiago Motta at Juve, who was his manager at Bologna. And he says, no, I want to stay here. I don't want to go out like a wimp. I ain't going out like a wuss. I ain't, at the first sign of adversity, I'm staying. And you know what? When he said that, or when the reports were claiming that he said that, which, you know, this is Ornstein, so these are the big guys saying this. It's not hearsay. These are top guys saying this. The consensus that Xerxes saying, I ain't going out like that. As a fan, right then, I said, you know what? I know it hasn't gone to plan. I do not agree with what happened to him at Newcastle, at the game against Newcastle. It's never happened. You should be bringing your own players. But the fact that we've got a player who's been through adversity, been signed for a manager who didn't want to, who's now left, and that was turmoil. A new manager's come in, new system, new ideas, new principles, and he's having the toughest time of his career. And he's saying, I want to stay here. I'm not going out like a bum. And then fast forward a couple of weeks, he's taken the 5th spot kick away at Arsenal to win us the game. And not just that, he comes on at 10 men. He comes on with, down to 10 men and engages Saliba, makes him drop over, fall over, makes him go back to not being the generational centre-back anymore, right? Has a good impact in the game, nearly scores as well in normal time, in extra time, sorry, I think it was. And goes on to score the winning penalty. So he's demonstrated a good, solid foundation of good mentality. And that's what we need more of at Man United. Number 4, Matthias de Ligt. I have to say this. Let's be real. Let's be real. Another one showing strong mentality. Week before, put on his ass by Cody Gakpo, sliding into the cop, got done. Gives away a penalty, unlucky, but hands up, gives away a penalty. Directly involved in conceding 2 goals last week. People criticizing him. Some people still are. He's not that good. The same shit lie that Eric Dyer plays ahead of him, etc., etc. He ain't it. Pulls up at the Emirates. Don't even want to swear on the video. Effing warrior. Absolute warrior. Ready for the trenches. Ready for the war. Ready for the war. And I'm going to cheat a little bit here because this is number 4, but because number 5 is reserved for a different thing, I have to add Harry Maguire into this as well. De Ligt and Maguire, especially Maguire with what he's been through. You know what I mean? Bullying up Kai Havertz after he dived and was a disgrace and with a cheat and tried to con the referee, which worked, actually. You know what I mean? But those two are proving their worth right now. And Harry Maguire's just got a contract extension for an extra year, which is the right thing to do because we've got a lot of work to do in the centre-half positions. But he's proven his worth in the back three and he's found his best form. So big up to him. So those two are my number 4, really. A little bit of a cheat one. And the fifth one, yeah, Ruben Amorim. Early signs. It's only early, but he's starting to show what he's made of. Like I said, Man United are not back. Man United are not a good team. We still can't attack yet. We still got loads of things to improve on. But what he showed in the tough moments is that he can get a team organized, get them buying into what he's doing, and get them singing off the same hymn sheet in adversity, with Rashford going out the door, with Casemiro bombed out, Eriksen bombed out. You know what I mean? Højlund's still struggling. Not really much we can do about that. Xerxes been struggling. Dalot doing a madness at left wing back, getting sent off and just generically playing rubbish. Getting a tune out of Ahmad. And the stadiums that we've done it at. We, in the last few games against the big teams, we've gone to the Etihad and won. Gone to Liverpool, should have won the game. Gone to Arsenal and won. Brother, under Eric Ten Hag, you think we got any wins against the big 6 away from home? I don't think we did. Villa don't really count. They're not a proper big 6 team. They're just new to this team. Didn't beat Newcastle away. Again, they're fairly new to it though. Didn't beat Tottenham away in 2 years. Didn't beat Arsenal away in 2 years. Lost twice. Didn't beat Liverpool away in that time. Got 7-0 and a 0-0. But we didn't get any wins. So straight away, the first time I'm asking, Ruben Amorim beat Man City away, which we haven't done in ages. Beat Arsenal away, which ain't done in ages. And didn't lose at Liverpool, which we didn't lose last year, but we scored 2 goals and probably should have won that game. Spurs, give him a bly because he picked the wrong team and we threw it away. It was stupid. If we played our strongest team, that game was nearly 3-3. So massive props to Ruben Amorim. That is my number 5 choice. The fact that he is starting to show just why he's going to be really good for Man United. Those are my 5 things I learned by smashing and destroying Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium yesterday to go through to the next round of the FA Cup. Can't wait for the next round. Ruud van Nistelrooy, Leicester City. Smash the like on the video. Make sure you guys have subscribed to DR Sports. I'm out.